Okay. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Let's see here. There we go. Let's see here. That's there. All right, let me go back to my action screen. There's that. All right, gonna wait for a few more people to hopefully pop in. It's 8:30 a.m. on the East Coast, so shout out to everybody that's coming in right now. So there we go. Put my banner up there. What's happening, everybody? Go ahead and like the video as you come in. Is to donate a like. Again, if you want to throw a little, if you're liking what you're hearing and want to support the channel and you want to support it through a donation, that's fine. But if anything, donate a like, and I appreciate it. So, again, my background. Hopefully next week is when I'm going to put some more, put a little more cash into the StreamYard to gin up the look. The background. So what's going on, people? Hit that like button, please, as you come in. Down there on the right. It's okay to do it. Yeah, it's a basic background. I'm going to change it next week, though. So I promise you, Vigor. I promise you. How are things over there in your part of the world? Well, gee, thank you. But how are things in that part of the world? So, hey, there's the Nightbot. It's official. So there's my Nightbot. I didn't know it was here, but yeah, it's official. I've got a Nightbot. So. So, oh, what's going on, Sam Ash? How you doing? Big Twan, how you doing? Mr. Pullen, how you doing? So yeah. So Antonio, how you doing? PUG. Yeah, this is not a hit piece on KIDSMOOVE. Let me make that clear. I like KIDSMOOVE. He's a family man. I appreciate a man that loves his family. So this is not a hit piece on KIDSMOOVE. So I want people to understand that. I'm not dissing him. I'm not going in. I'm a fan. I like his stuff. I watch his podcast. So, and he's been a guest on he came on the Foxy Games UK's podcast a couple weeks ago. So I got nothing negative to say about KIDSMOOVE. So I want everybody to know that up front. So yeah, that Nightbot is it's something else, isn't it? So, yeah, it went to town, didn't it? Yeah, I didn't know I had it. I got an email and said to try it out. So yeah. So yeah, but shout out to everybody that's coming in. I saw a tweet, I think this morning or early this morning, late yesterday, and I do want to take a moment here. If I read the tweet correctly, Titanfall Princess, one of the community's gamers. She's been podcasting longer than me. She's been a guest here. She's had me on her podcast as a guest. She tweeted out this morning, or I saw a tweet where she had lost her father, if I've read the tweet correctly. So again, early this morning, my thoughts and prayers are with her. I want to just let her know that we here, over here at the Porchlight Podcast, send out our thoughts and prayers. Definitely keep her in your thoughts today as you're, and beginning of the new year, it's bad news. So I'm going to have a moment of silence here. Just everybody, if you can, hit a 1. Just show some respect, and put the number 1 in the chat there for her. I'm going to go ahead and put it in now, and I'm going to have a moment of silence here for her loss. Okay. All right, thank you guys. I appreciate you all doing that, and so let's just keep her in mind. And like I said, it's 2020. Like I said, I changed my podcast outlook. I'm really going away. So I'm really going away from the whole console war BS and all that stuff, because there is no console war. There's just not. So. So Viger, now Nightbot is not going to ban. I mean, I didn't think I had it, So I had a Trey bot. Shout out to Trey BK. He became the Trey bot because the Nightbot was nowhere to be found. So, it is what it is. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's done that. The one and only Ghost. Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure to see you. Josh Sauce, thank you guys. I mean, it may not seem like a whole lot, but it does mean a whole lot to me. And if she gets around to it, hopefully she'll know. She knows that we're thinking about her. Okay, so yeah, shout out to the Nightbot. The Nightbot lives. So yeah, it's not advertising for me though. I guess it can. I don't know how to do that. So no, it's not going to ban us for spanning the number 1. So Go Lion, how are you doing? D981. Oh, a lot of people have been jumped in here. I appreciate you. Socrates, how you doing there? All day is good. How are you doing? I assume that's all day. But how are you doing all day? Shout out to you, brother. So I think all day may be on West. I thought you were on West Coast time. If you are, man, it's man, oh man, you all are out there. So yeah, I'm doing this podcast in the morning more for the East Coast, and yeah, I've been here for a little, about 10 minutes, give or take 10 minutes. So yeah. Yeah, here drinking in the morning. So, but shout out to everybody that's here. PS5 confirmed specs. PS5 confirmed specs. What's been confirmed about PS5? The CPU has been confirmed. The ray tracing, hardware-based ray tracing has been confirmed. Let's see what else has been confirmed about this machine. Oh, it's going to do UHD 4K because it's going to be able to read 100 gigabyte disc. So and a 3D audio sound, which we should get a demonstration at CES. Sony's part of CES is Monday at 8 p.m. Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So anybody that's interested in watching it, I mean, I will be still coming home from work at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'll still be at work. So, but y'all won't get home till a little after 9 Eastern Standard Time, give or take. maybe a little bit before, but I won't be able to watch it. I'll podcast on their CES on these. I'm looking at the wrong calendar. I'll podcast on it Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday. So, yeah. So, but yeah, for the people that are interested in watching it, interested in following what they're going to do, I do not expect anything from Sony about the PS5 at CES. I just don't. I expect them to announce. I expect them to announce that there's an official PS5. You know, to make an official statement that they're working on PS5. They may announce another event for the PS5 in February, but that's maybe. Let me make that clear. That is maybe. Sony's not confirmed anything. I expect them to have a possible 8K TV there. Samsung is really going to be the star of the show at CES. That and Hyundai. Samsung has a borderless. Get this. Samsung has a borderless 8K television that goes up on your wall. I mean, they actually are going to possibly unveil this tomorrow or Monday. Also, Samsung has started the 8K Association. Now, LG and Sony are conspicuously not in it. You know, let me make that clear. LG and Sony are not in the 8K Association. So that is crazy. So you can expect there could be actually some tension at this CES. But again, Hyundai is supposed to demonstrate the flying car at CES. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I also recommend in 2020 that you all go out and buy a pair of 3D audio headsets. Because Sony does have, because part of the hardware-based ray tracing that Sony is going to employ or deploy at the PS5 will be based on sound. Because hardware-based ray tracing can be used in sound, has been for years. They're going to deploy Hollywood-based effects. That's hardware-based ray tracing. That's been confirmed by IO, the developers, and I think another Ubisoft. Again, this has all been confirmed. The SSD is able to take some games that take anywhere from 12 to 15 seconds to load down to 0.8 seconds to 0.6 seconds. This has been confirmed. So everything else, speculation. All right. I don't know how in 1 week's time we went from PlayStation being 9.2 T-flops with no hardware-based ray tracing to now the same guy, Red Tech Gaming, is saying that they're targeting 11 T-flops. This comes out of the same person, okay? And so to me it's funny, but you need to understand that it's not targeted towards me or the hardcore, the whales. Kind of like NX Gamer explained, the whales are going to go buy it no matter what. It is targeted. The misinformation that you're hearing is truly targeted at the consumer that's going to walk in because they want to introduce the Xbox community. And shout out to M Musclebound Gamer because he even pointed this out. The Xbox community wants to introduce misinformation, and I believe they're introducing misinformation because they want to cause confusion amongst the consumer. That way the consumer walks in and buys an Xbox. Now, you all can say that I'm reaching. You all can say that's my hypothesis. Okay, that's a hypothesis, all right? I can't even say I'm theory crafting. Mark Cerny over 2 or 3 years ago had a theory, just a theory, that in order for games to be 4K native, all games to be 4K native, I'm talking about your big AAA games, even your Sony games, he thought you needed, 8 T-flops, something like that. It was just a theory. It was a flat out theory. But when Microsoft, they say, got it at 16 flops. Mark Cerny's a liar. But how is he a liar if he just had a theory that he didn't even test? He was just guessing. And not every game on the Xbox X is 4K native. Most of it is 4K what? Dynamic. Most of it is 4K dynamic. Even their crown achievement, Gears of War 5, is dynamic resolution. Okay? Now, I'm not dogging Gears of War 5. I like Gears of War 5. I wish it had launched with less bugs. I'm on record saying that. But to say that somebody is a liar, okay? And basically what happened was AMD got 4K native 30 FPS locked with 7.4 T-flops on all games. They ran it. They were able to get all these games that Xbox and PlayStation has to lock it 30 FPS with 4K native resolution, not fake 4K, 4K native resolution with 7.4 T-flops. And a lot of these people say, oh, Mark Cerny lied because they were able to. No, he didn't lie if he's just putting out a theory. Okay? And again, basically his point was 6 T-flops was not enough to do native 4K on all these games. He was right about that. So, what's up, Corey Massey? It's amazing how they conflate the two. They conflate everything. So then shout out to the super chat, $20. So yes, thank you for that. Yeah, my condolences is definitely in my heart, and definitely tugging on my heartstrings. You all know I lost my dad over 5 years ago. And I'm not going to conflate my loss to her loss, but I will simply put out there that if she wants somebody to email to or talk with after things are kind of settled down, I'm going to reach out to her on that. Now, that's, but that's not now, and now it's not the time and place for that. So yeah, but thank you to one and only Ghost. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for your condolences, and I appreciate that. And I'm sure she does too. So I'm sure she does too. So, but thank you, brother. I do appreciate you. And again, love the Avatar. If there was an Avatar award, you would get the Avatar award, no doubt about it. So, but yeah. So now Mark Cerny comes out and says that the PlayStation 5 on the Wired article is going to support 8K. 8K, have 8K support. Oh, that's a lie. It's not going to do it. And they have taken, a lot of these cats have taken the default position that Mark Cerny isn't telling the truth. Mark Cerny's a liar. Okay, this is the same guy that, somehow they have games, a platform that he helped create, that he was instrumental in doing. Somehow it set the standard for HDR gaming with Horizon Zero Dawn. Somehow it set the standard for the best looking game this past year, which White Zaddy said that would be White Zaddy said that was Death Stranding. Okay, facts. Said So hey Don, but yeah, it's amazing what that console can do. Mark Cerny said that they have rapid pack math in the PlayStation Pro. Immediately they say, oh, well, that's a lie. That's a lie. He's trying to damage control. And then Lisa Su of AMD came out, and if you don't know who Lisa Su is, she is the CEO. She's going to be presenting AMD's things at CES next week. She came out in an interview and said, yeah, the PlayStation Pro has rapid pack math. So at that point, all of a sudden they run away. But again, they are trying to introduce misinformation so that people get confused and they walk into a store saying, well, I've heard Sony did this. I heard they didn't do that, because they truly do believe. And like I said, there are a bunch of women, as far as there are a bunch of moist ass blue pill women, as far as I'm concerned. But they are trying, they truly do believe that the reason why Xbox lost this generation is because there was this massive turn on Xbox from the media, and the media didn't care, and everything was about Sony, and Sony had something called mind share, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. That sounds like some type of power that you deploy in the game XCOM. Like, well, when you go ahead and start attacking the alien base this time, you need to go ahead and deploy your mind share, and therefore you can do this, this, and this with mind share. I mean, the bottom line is that Sony made a better product, and it was $100 cheaper, and people bought it. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. All right. So, except these guys. So it's introduce misinformation, introduce rumor, introduce innuendo, introduce half truths, and people will get confused. And when they walk into the store, they'll buy an Xbox. See, they'll buy Xbox this time. And I know this already, and I'm glad that the market analysis has come out. Sony is going to mop the floor with Xbox. Okay, they're going to mop the floor with them. So it doesn't matter what Xbox puts out. People got to really understand this. People, they don't want the damn device. They don't want it. Okay, you can go ahead and get a PC and play all their games, all of them. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six. All of them. Okay, you can use their Xbox Elite controller. You simply plug it into your USB port. Your computer will make this weird noise, and all of a sudden it's there because Microsoft supports Windows. Windows natively supports Xbox hardware. You don't even have to go in and tell the computer it's there. It knows it's there. I'm looking at it right now. You know, so it's amazing. Look, Xbox lost market share. Let me make this clear. They lost physical market share to Sony. Okay, now, Sony got the market share that Microsoft had gained, plus like an extra 22%. That 22%, even if it comes down to 17%, it's still a whooping. Okay, it's still a whooping. You know, so they are just there. So that's why the misinformation campaign is going on. That's my hypothesis. Let's see if it turns out to be true. But I know, and you all have seen it. You got a lot of moist fruit booties out there on Twitter talking about rumors and, well, this person, he's a known leaker and he got this right. This person is that and he got that right. I mean, why does NX Gamer say that both Microsoft and Sony are targeting roughly 10 T-flops of Navi compute, Navi, and everybody else goes somewhere else with it? It's because they have an agenda. They have an agenda. So, and that's all there is to it. That's all. What is Plague's Tale about? I mean, what is that game about? I mean, I've seen it. It looks interesting. So, it says Sony just had to lower price and no mandatory camera. Got that third party deal and just hold back. All their exclusives were decent. Yeah, that's all they're going to do this generation too. They're not going to change what's working. They do, however, need to be ready in case there are changes. I mean, the companies that get to where they go, these companies get to where they're at, not because they're good at predicting what's going to happen next year or 2 years down the road. They're good because they understand 5, 7, 10 years down the road. Okay? So it is what it is. So you're rat controlling. That's it. That game's about protecting somebody that can control rats. Yeah, I don't think I'll be playing that game. So Scalebound got canceled. I still don't know why Scalebound got canceled. I'm still pissed about that. I'm pissed about that. So Don doesn't like Dennis. Nobody likes the Dennis, Don. Don't feel bad. But where'd that come from? So they know that Sony has a much bigger fingerprint or footprint, however you want to put it, around the world with this merchandise. And since they know this, they say that's why they went on. That's why Post Up went out and said on multiple podcasts, well, if Sony, if Microsoft loses the Power Crown, then they're dead in the water. I mean, he said that. It's because they know that console is going to be straight trash when it comes to games. I mean, it is. It is what it is. So shout out to Z Black Rider. So what's happening, brother? So no rushing. So it's like you guys are just desecrating. No, we're not. No, I'm not. Oh, no, I'm not. No. I am not desecrating the Xbox at all. I have not said anything negative about the Xbox. Not. I mean, I'm talking about their community. I'm giving you my theory craft on their community and why they're lying about why they're introducing. No, Russia, let me ask you a question. Why are people in the Xbox community, in your opinion, introducing misinformation and rumors? Now, my hypothesis is that they got no games to talk about, so they're going to talk about rumors and specs. Now, that's my hypothesis. Now, let's see yours. What is your hypothesis? Stop bitching about it. What is your hypothesis? So mine is that they've been talking specs since 2016. Like, shout out to Porter Rock 77. He is exactly right. These cats have been talking about specs since E3 2016. So it's going to be sad. It's going to be sad when PS-5 hits 13 and 14 T-flops. All right, well, we'll have to wait and see what it does do. I do know that their architecture is outperforming Vega 64 in a lot of titles, but we have to wait and see exactly what their final count is going to be. So, I mean, Materazzi, there is no war. I gave you mine, so let's see if he has an answer, because he's always quick. And shout out to No Russian for coming by. But, but I want his explanation on why there's this massive rumor and disinformation campaign going on. So I would like his explanation. All right. I mean, you can leave it in the chat. You can leave a comment afterwards. I mean, it's up to you. It is up to you. But do not say people are desecrating the grave. There's nothing to desecrate. So, games, I understand that too, but I'm just trying to, I'm doing that. Well, I don't like the dentist because you're having teeth out this Monday. Oh, yeah, well, like I said, Don, nobody likes the dentist. Nobody likes the dentist. Shout out. Okay, guys, look. Hit that like button as you come in. I mean, you all are derelict in hitting that like button. So JP, shout out to JP Loco, who's still with us despite Australia, looks like burning to a crisp. Who started that fire down there, JP Loco? That looks crazy. I don't know if you all seen pictures of that. Like, their sky at night looks crazy down there. So they want that misinformation to be true because they're still trying to justify buying an Xbox, but there is none. Okay. So No Russia says he doesn't have an answer. Fair enough. Well, then let's stop saying that we're pissing and crapping and doing negative things to Xbox, okay? Until you come up with a theory. You can come up with a hypothesis. My hypothesis is that they are trying to introduce misinformation so that the consumer, not the whale, not the main consumer, but the step down consumer will walk into the store saying, well, I've heard all this other stuff about Sony's PlayStation, therefore I'm going to buy an Xbox. Now, that's my hypothesis, okay? That's just all it is. That's all it is to it. So, and speaking of my other thing, who bought? So you believe Mark Cerny over these Xbox? Yeah, I do too. I mean, I will always believe an architect over. I will believe an architect and engineer over a moist ass fanboy in the Xbox community. Okay, just that's the way I roll. I roll with the information. I do not roll with speculation. So I don't mind. I love speculation about some things. We speculated about how Endgame was going to be. You know, the Avengers Endgame was going to be. We speculated about that. We speculated about Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. There was some healthy speculation. Not, you know, that's fine. I don't mind speculating about what Sony will show at CES. I'm speculating that they're going to show headsets. They're going to show some 8K TVs. They're going to show some new camera technology. Why do I speculate on that? Because that's what Sony showed us last year. Okay, I expect AMD, speculation, I expect AMD to announce something major with their with their GPUs. I expect them to announce something major with their GPUs. So I expect them to announce some form of ray tracing with their new GPU. So Series X CPU will use Threadripper. Yeah, that was my D-batch prediction. Yeah, remember I do one D-batch prediction. That was my D-batch prediction for the Xbox X. You know, so, you know. And that was said in jest and in fun. And then you all chimed in. It was going to be more powerful than 10 Titans. It was going to have, yeah, we were just having fun. But of course, there's always some moist fruit booty who can't delineate reality from this being having fun, you know. So, what's these guys going to do if Xbox loses in power? I don't know, Social Join, but what it truly means to me is that they can run around and say that the studios Microsoft bought were big time and were a big deal, and Microsoft's investing in us. They're investing in us. We, you know, they can say those things, but they don't mean it. They don't mean it, because it's like, well, if they're investing in new studios, as long as the studios take advantage of the hardware, that's all that counts, because that's the ecosystem you're going to be in. But they're not like, dude, I'm telling you, there is something wrong with them. They've been traumatized and they didn't come out very good. So I don't know what else to say, you know. So you won't be able to speak for a few hours after you have teeth out. Yeah, that is true. That is true. You will be able to eat some ice cream though. I can tell you that much. So Z Black Rider said AMD is coming with 80 CEUs. So so it could. I mean, we have to wait and see. That's some good speculation right there. So you don't understand why Xbox care about power so much. Again, my theory, Ice Queen, that's a good. I don't either. My speculation is that they understand that Xbox can't. They know that it's like they have this double talk. They'll say the power doesn't matter. Xbox has all these studios. Okay, fine. I agree with that. Because the power shouldn't matter. If your first party guys get a hold of your tech, they should be able to make it dance and sing. That baby ought to sing. Okay. Horizon Zero Dawn, anybody? God of War, anybody? All right. So my hypothesis is that they are moving. They'll say one thing, but deep down, they'll say, well, Microsoft doesn't have the power narrative to market. They don't have nothing to market. They've said this on multiple podcasts. Post Up has said it. Matt's Gaming has said it. A lot of people in the community have said it, which means that they're just flat out lying when they were excited about the Xbox buying new studios. I don't get it. Lincoln Clay, Mass Effect, what's happening, brother? So, yeah, Ice Queen, my Nightbot has woke up. He's Daybot right now. Yeah, the Nightbot is an instant mod. I can actually don't need a mod anymore. So it just mods everything for me. So, but Lincoln Clay, shout out to Lincoln Clay getting that Alienware. Now, you know, Lincoln Clay, like I said, you can get that Ryzen 2700X, you can get that 5700 XT GPU that will automatically overclock because AMD's hardware will overclock. Get you 16 gigabytes of RAM. Get you an SSD. Speaking of SSD, Corey Massey, you're in here. I need your opinion here. I need your opinion, Corey Massey. I'm going to show you an SSD at Best Buy that I got my eye on. And I want you to either give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So let me go to the website. Go to the top deals. Also, if you don't have a 4K TV, Best Buy has one for $229. It's an Insignia. It's a piece of trash. I don't recommend it, but I understand being PO and can't afford the O and the R. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to put this on the screen. If you're still out there, Corey Massey, just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Let me just share my screen. Application window. There we go. So it's 240 gigabyte internal SATA solid state drive. So, and it's $30. So, you know, is that good or bad for the price? So this thumbs up or thumbs down. So I'm just waiting for him to get back to me here. The power talk is pointless. I saw, look, Death Stranding got voted the best looking game by White Zaddy. Okay. And again, I don't use another man's set for validation, but White Zaddy gave that to, which has less power than the Xbox X. So, you know, the Almighty Spartan guy says, don't buy it. Too slow. How is it too slow if it's a solid state drive? All right, so what makes it faster then? What makes this fast? Is it faster than my WD, whatever this thing is that's in there now, my 1 terabyte drive? At least 320, okay. So, so the super chat from Viger shout out, the 119 set. The artist has a huge canvas, makes it a given. Then the artist will only push out masterpiece after masterpiece. Same comes if an artist has the most power. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. No. So, so Nightbot, you need to calm down. Okay, I'm getting mad at Nightbot. So Nightbot's pissing me off. So, so $20 on Lincoln Clay, 720 KO. He might do that. Shout out to the video for the super chat, by the way. So Microsoft needed real tech like D-Batch. Yeah, that's exactly what they need. D-Batch, the guy who was running up and down saying that Sony wasn't going to have hardware-based ray tracing until he got his cheeks busted. I mean, they call that man the Canadian con man. I mean, like I said, they are making fun of him on different continents. I mean, how do you get to that point in your life where people clown you in different parts of the world? Like I said, you know, it's crazy. You know how, you know, and why he gotta always be a black man that does stuff like this? Okay, that's what I don't like. I mean, damn. So Microsoft, yeah. Nightbot is a buzzkill. That's exactly what he is. If anybody wants a link, send it to me on Twitter and I'll put it up. Okay. Yeah, I gotta tell Nightbot he's on fire for some reason. Yeah, Nightbot is like the John Gotti of mods at this point. So, oh my goodness. So so this Nightbot flex is flexing. So, all right, well, I need to know this stuff because I want to buy this. I want to buy this, and you're saying it's too slow. How is it too? So what? I mean, I'm not going to pay a gazillion dollars for this thing, but I need one to play Star Citizen. Like, it won't let me download Star Citizen unless I have a SSD drive. So, like, I mean, so which one do I need? Okay, let me show you this one here. I don't think that's it. Trying to find one. Okay. All right. All right, let me show you all this one then. Go here. Share my screen. All right, how about that one? Is that still too slow? That's Samsung. So is Nightbot single? It probably is, because it's friggin', mean. So so Xbot versus Nightbot. Well, right now Nightbot is going to win because Nightbot don't give a damn. So what it seems like. Yeah, Nightbot, you need to donate. He'll be blocking people. So you're saying Evo is better? Okay. Well, I'm just asking because I'm trying to get a decent one for. I don't want to have to pay a ton of money. So Elsung, no. Well, look, you're saying they make bad products, So all right, let me see if we can find one more, because you're looking at my price range here. Aha! Wait a minute. Hold on. I may have found something here. Let's see here. I ain't buying that one. Damn, where'd it go? I just saw it. Okay. Let me show this one. Is this a winner? Just give me a yes or no here. How about that one? That would match. But then what happens to all the stuff that, all right, can this coincide and work with my hard drive I got now? Is my question. So but how about this one? Okay. 500 gigabytes internal SATA solid state drive. So you wonder who Ryan is doing to talk on his channel soon, because Ryan. I don't think. Hold on, let's ask it. Alexa, what is the Nightbot?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Congregate.com, bots appear more at night apparently when most of the players are offline, asleep.
Okay. Okay. JP Loco, that's not a rumor. That's actually, there is some truth to that, but it's not about buying something. So what about this one, guys? Okay. I mean, you know what? That's how much. That's the one I'm buying. 500 gigabytes of eternal SATA state drive. And if you all don't like it, you all can suck the high hard one. Okay. So that's all I can say. Oh, so I need to look at PCI. Okay. All right. That's a different colored horse right there. Let's see here. Let me just SSD, PC. Okay. Now wait just a damn minute. Let's see here. Let me see here. Well, you know what? Oh, hell no. Let's see. Let's go to Amazon. Let's see here. I see. All right. Well, that makes me that cut it down now. All right, I got you. So I see. Well, hold on. Let me ask a question then. Is SATA faster than the drive I have right now? I have 1 terabyte drive now. I may just get to see if it's going to move everything faster. Will it speed everything up? I'm just trying to play Star Citizen. I am not trying to do anything crazy here. So shout out to Carlos Fernandez. Okay. Well, hey, Carlos Fernandez says it's fine. It was a WD one because it was only like $64, and my AMD stock. Oh, let's look at my AMD stock. Let's look at AMD stock here, because I know my AMD stock is doing very good. Yes, very, very good. So let's look at it last year. So, all right. So last year, it said to you all to buy this stock while it was here. That's while it was there. Okay, now we're looking at, this is what I said for y'all to get it. Now look at that. Look at how it's gone. I bought 5 shares at $18. Well, 1705. Okay, I think I got it right about 17. All right, with everything came like 18 something per. So I got mine about right here. And now let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. Look at that number going. Look at that trend. Now this is last year. So we got that at, if you bought that at 19, like you should have, when you got to 33, your stock had pretty much did its job. So, but now look at that. Look at where we are in December. And then let's go forward. Well, I can't go forward. What the hell? Okay. No. Look at one day. My bad. So right now, where are we at? Look at that. Look at that crest. Look at that crest. Woohoo! Look at that. I say we did pretty good, guys. I say we did pretty good. So now it closed at $49.10. So that is good. And as you can see here, Market Watch, AMD stock finally breaks its .com era record high. So that's yeah. But all this talk about Intel is doing all this. Man, Intel's trash. So just partition to run your OS in virtual memory. RAM is blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm just going to AMD paying dividend. Yeah, it is for me. So you have AMD in your portfolio, but tech is always a volatile. Yeah, but they're bullish on AMD and NVIDIA. They're more bullish on AMD because AMD is making, they're about to announce new GPU, CPUs, and they're building these consoles. So that's all good. That is all good. So, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get that one. If you're saying all SSD is faster, then that's all I needed to know. So, so then you need to move up the hierarchy in terms of speed with different types. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. So about the same. Performance depends on the amount of process that you're higher rights with. Okay, well that's fine too. That's fine. So I know what I'm getting in. I know what I'm getting. I'm excited now. I'm getting a chub. So sell off all shares in July. Well, I'm gonna wait to see. I'm gonna wait till next year to do that because I need to wait and see what the consoles are. The consoles come out, that's going to jump AMD's price. AMD's price will get a huge boost. So, but that's a good idea. SSD is so fast, it probably will. I mean, matter of fact, it will. So I'm fine with that. So your money's in the medical system. Well, understand that a lot of the systems, that's a good stop. A lot of the systems that the medical industry is running, it's tech based now. You know, like the wire. I mean, they're going to show like at CES 2020. They're going to show you that new wireless technology that it literally, that stuff will take your heart rate. You know, the same thing that happens at the gym. You know, you hold on to some of the equipment, it'll measure your heart rate, your sometimes it can even get your blood pressure. You'll be able to do that on the fly at this point. So you'll do that on the fly. All right, well, now let's talk about validation here. We're going to talk about validation because, and shout out to KIDSMOOVE, another YouTuber. Shout out to KIDSMOOVE. He did a podcast the other day, and I left the link in the description here. Let me see if I can pull it up from there. Don't know if I'll be, because I'm not going to show it. I'm just gonna go ahead and damn it, I can't do it like that. All right, so let me go here. Let me go back to the comments. Let me share my screen. Okay, so I'm not going to play the video, but and I'm not going to monetize the video. So, but KIDSMOOVE did a video the other day, and I left a link in the description there. It says Xbox 2020 is the year for validation and redemption. So, I mean, this is from the Best Bot. The Best Bot left this. So, the Best Bot did a podcast on this, lasted about an hour, a little over an hour. But why, my hypothesis that I moved into theory was that the Xbox community the reason why they bought the Xbox was they thought it was going to it was going to validate everything. It was going to change the world. It was going to change the narrative. All this it was going to validate them. Okay. And so when Red Dead Redemption Part 2 came out, so Red Dead Redemption Part 2 comes out, and basically it is they think it's going to win Game of the Year. You know, this is going to be the game that validates my purchase of the Xbox One X. It's 4K 30 frames a second. It's 4K native. It's so much. It's got fake HDR, but never mind that. So let's look up the validation. Let's look up. Okay, so validation. The word validation literally means. Let's look at the Webster Dictionary of what the Xbox community is looking for. Okay. So go to that second definition. Okay. Okay. Actually, on the line, the second dot. Recognition or affirmation that a person or their feelings or opinions are valid. Hold on. There we go. All right. Are valid or worthwhile. They have exaggerated needs for acceptance and validation. They have exaggerated needs for acceptance and validation. So what this truly means is my hypothesis was correct, and it was confirmed by the Best Buy. So shout out to KIDSMOOVE. Shout out to KIDSMOOVE. All right. So they thought Red Dead Redemption Part 2 was going to validate or give them affirmation that their opinion of the Xbox One Scorpio or Xbox One X with 6 T flops and you know, it performs like a overclock 480 and X gonna give it to you. And all these things they were saying, the beast is coming. This stuff that they never have gotten the hardware to validate what they bought through their software, because they're looking at games like State of Decay Part 2 and Sea of Thieves. Now, does this mean the State of Decay Part 2 and Sea of Thieves aren't fun? Look, if you're having a good time with those games, fair enough. Fair enough. But the validation is what they're all about, okay? They need affirmation from an outside source that that their opinion is, you know, is okay. It's accepted, okay? Which to me is trash. But I'm glad that somebody in the Xbox community, aka the best bot, confirmed it. So you know, it is what it is. So yes, this is grade school class. All right. You know, but it is what it is. Yeah, redemption. I mean, that again, I left a link in the description. Everybody can go to the podcast. I enjoyed the podcast. I'm glad he did the podcast. You know, so it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. I'm all about the you know, and as you can see, validation through drug manufacturer is the process of establishing documentary evidence, demonstrating that the procedure, process, or activity carried out in testing and in said products maintains the desired level of compliance at all stages. So it is what it is. Sam Max, just go to this video. I mean, it's the Xbox community is looking for validation, which is, I've said that before, but it was a hypothesis. So, but I'm glad he said it. I'm glad that it's now out there. I'm glad that you guys can go listen to it yourselves, because these guys have been waiting on something. They've been so Grand Theft Auto 5 is on Game Pass. Okay. I mean, if that's fine. Is Grand Theft Auto 5 on Game Pass? So I mean, if it is, that's fine. I mean, I so what? I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out last generation. It's not that big a deal. So it is what it is. Corey Madison said he invests like a shrewd businessman, that you're talking about making money. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Yeah, you I invest based on if the company is building something, is making something. So, you know, because you get your initial IPO, and if they make something, you can get a good number. So the PS5 is more powerful than the Xbox Series X. You don't care either way. Wait till it's well, again, I don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, they're going to both do the exact same things. The only difference that stands out is PlayStation does VR. That's going to be it. You know, but the specs are going to be virtually identical. They're going to get the exact same type of performance. I mean, I saw somebody leave something, and shout out to Sick Humor. He did a podcast yesterday afternoon. I was listening to it. Somebody left a friggin' thing in the chat about the worlds are going to be bigger. It was something like that. Not understanding that's why the CPU is going to be 3 to 4 times more advanced than anything they've ever seen, because the worlds are going to be bigger. They need better artificial intelligence to interact in those worlds, and they're going to have a much better CPU. That's just all there is to it. I mean, you know, but they're under the impression, oh, well, because it's going to be a little more powerful or a little less powerful, it won't be able to perform like that. No, that's not the way Navi's architecture is. That's not the way Navi's architecture is. So it's crazy. So saw a bot told you Xbox will do VR because it'll do VRS and V. Oh my gosh, yeah, it is ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous. I mean, Microsoft's system may have some AR on it, but they have said publicly they're not doing VR. Now they may change their mind. I mean, they can change their mind, but yeah, they're crazy. You just picked up. Oh, you did? I did not know that. Okay. Yeah, Microsoft has been working with augmented reality for years. I mean, my friend, I mean, because he designs high performance engine parts, he uses their AR through, but it's through Oculus. But I think he uses it. Game Pass works on what's popular in their PS. So that's just crazy. Yeah, I mean, well, it's on Game Pass, so what? So. So Spartan maybe right about GT being on. It wouldn't shock me at all what Rockstar Games does. So, I mean, I know that they're collecting money. That it's like dump trucks of money monthly off of those, what do they call, shark cards or something like that. So, it's pretty. Microsoft's AI is pretty good. Yeah, they've got a real good AI center. They do. They do. Yeah, I mean, again, I mean, if you want to say, does adding Grand Theft Auto 5 to Game Pass add value? Well, I mean, the answer is yes, but it's still not, to me. It's not a big deal because I mean, I can play that right now on PS. Well, I guess technically I can. I don't have PS Plus, so I won't be getting PS Plus till next Friday. So you wonder when Sony will show off the PS5. We're gonna. I don't know. I don't know. So. So yeah, I need to download Photoshop and learn how to operate it. Also, my old joystick is no longer working, so I'm strictly on the HOTAS at this point. Strictly on the HOTAS. So. Yeah, Spartan God, I don't, and I agree. I don't think anything major about PS5 is coming out at CES. But I'm willing to wait and see. But just from my understanding, it's going to be more about their headsets and stuff like that, and some of the technology that PS5 will have in it. AMD will unveil that. AMD will unveil that. So just have to wait and see. So. So, but again, remember, everything's about validation, guys. I mean, we were right about that. So that's just something else, that's just been confirmed. Yeah, Sony will show it when they're ready. That is true. You're absolutely right about that. So, I mean, to me, to show it and then not showing a game actually physically running on it, to me, is a waste of time. I mean, they may have an official announcement at CES that they're making PS5, but that's it. You may get a form factor, but as far as specs and things like that, they pretty much have put out almost everything they can. So Sony is supposed to. Let's see. You don't understand why everybody's so fixated on the PS5. Well, I agree there. I mean, my backlog is huge. I've said to several people that PS4 still has Ghost of Tsushima to come out, The Last of Us Part 2 to come out, MLB The Show is coming out. So all that's coming. All that is coming. So it's they're not going to be on this ants marching marketing push on the PS5 when they have major titles coming out. So you think so? Well, I don't know. Does Sony make sound bars? I don't think. Does Sony make a sound bar? I don't know if they make. I guess technically they do because they have a surround sound system. I don't know if they just make a sound bar. Yeah, I agree with the 3D sound, 3D audio. Yeah, that's. I'm looking at 3D audio headsets now for this year. But yeah, I mean that's what I'm thinking they're going to show. So. Says Sony makes sound bars. Yeah, well, I don't recall seeing any in the stores, but I know LG does and Signia does. But yeah, they make sound bars. Yeah. So apparently you can't play GTA 5 single player campaign on PC without being online. Well, that may be true. I actually tried to play it, and you had to download Rockstar Game Club or Social Club. It was something stupid. I'm like, yeah, I ain't doing it. I am not doing it. So, Yeah, I'll be playing PS4 games all year long. So yeah, Rockstar Social Club, yeah, trash. So yeah, straight up trash. I shouldn't have to download that to play, but it's like Ubisoft's game. You have to download Ubi something. I'm like, I ain't doing that. So yeah, they try to do it on PS4. Oh, all right. Well, it is what it is. So, but yeah, guys, man, that's about it. So you play, yeah. I was playing Assassin's Creed on PC, then all of a sudden it wouldn't work. Sort of like the sort of like Mass Effect Andromeda launching, and it won't load up correctly. So I mean, the game looks great on PC though. I can't. I'm in 1080p high and ultra graphic settings, and the game looks fantastic. You can even see the outline of their fingernails on some of the characters. I mean, it's amazing graphically, but it's still trash. It's a trash game. So Assassin's Creed 3 on PlayStation 3 requires you play. Well, like I said, I'm not a fan of having to download that. I mean, I understand it, but I don't like downloading all that extra stuff. I just want to go there and play the damn game. So, but all right, guys, that's about it. Shout out to the people that are in the chat. That says there's 43 to 50 people watching. So shout out to all you guys that are watching. So, how about you went back to Mass Effect Andromeda over Christmas break and you didn't hate it as much as you did the first time through? Well, I got a brand new monitor. So I've got a gaming, like a Samsung 1080p curved monitor now. And I put it into the gaming set. I mean, I went to their website and I gave it the exact settings that that Samsung recommended for it. And I ain't gonna lie, it does look a lot better. It looks a lot cleaner than I thought. And I put and I set everything up through the AMD graphics card. I set everything up on that to run at optimum levels. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm enjoying it. So, but the game is trash. The story's stupid. So, but yeah. So, but all right, guys, that was about it. Let's see here. You played Assassin's Creed 3 on PS3, and did you play? Oh, well, like I said, Assassin's Creed 3. I mean, I've beaten every Assassin's Creed, I think, except Rogue. I don't think I beat Assassin's Creed Rogue. So, but yeah, the Assassin's Creed series is one of my favorite series. It's one of my favorite series. So, but I've liked them all. I've liked Black Flag. I've liked all of them. So, especially I love Odyssey, and I liked Origin's setting more, but I preferred Odyssey. Like if I had a choice to play both those games, I would play Odyssey over Origins. But I did like Origin's setting more. So yeah, it's an over-the-top blockbuster sci-fi story. Yeah, I enjoy the story. Yeah, Assassin's Creed story I think is really good. So, but yeah. But guys, I'm gonna jump on off here. It's almost going on 10 o'clock, and I still have to eat breakfast. So, man, shout out to all you guys. I certainly hope you all had a good, safe New Year. Again, thoughts and prayers on Titanfall Princess with her loss. Certainly sad about that. Thank you all for that moment of silence. Appreciate you all for doing that. And yeah, shout out to everybody that was here, the Almighty Spartan God, JP Loco, Corey Massey, yeah, everybody. JP Loco, stay safe down there in Australia. It looks like that island is just burning down. Yeah, everybody that was here. Matarazi, shout out to you. Oh, Luca, how you doing? Hope there's a height requirement for the World War III drafting session. I didn't see you there, Miss Luca. I would have shouted you out earlier. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Right now, it's a volunteer army, so you all don't have to worry about that. Height requirement. You got to love. Shout out to Ash and Luca. Shout out to Scumcast. I think Luca's going to be doing Scumcast this weekend. I can't really remember. So, but yeah, shout out to Luca. Go ahead and sub to her. She got good content over there, and she loves playing Destiny. So if you need a Destiny playing partner, what do you guys call them? Those raids or those storms, whatever you all call them. Shout out to Luca. She loves that game. So it's like her that's her gin and juice right there. So but yeah, you all need to get ready for World War III, I guess. I don't know. I'm too old to go fight World War III. You millennials can fight World War III, and I'll sit back here on the couch. So the one and only Ghost said Destiny is lit. Yeah. Look, I'm not a Destiny fan, but it's I'm not gonna knock anybody's. Look, if you like it, I love it. You know, so Destiny is only good on PC. Really? I mean, I've never played it, so I'll take your word for it. Final Fantasy 15. There you go. There you go. That Final Fantasy. Yes, I will be playing on PC today a lot. Hopefully, I can get my launchers to work correctly. So, yeah, playing Mass Effect Andromeda at 60 frames a second, and then going back and playing it on the PlayStation Pro at 30, you actually feel that. I mean, I can't believe that's people are like it's not that big a difference. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh my God, it's a big difference. So you actually can feel that. You know, it just you can. You know, so it feels like you're slog. It feels like a slog. Yeah, you know, it just feels like a slog. So it's still not bad because it's optimized for the console, but it's just this feels so sluggish, ruggish. Yeah, there you go. Not thuggish, ruggish, but sluggish, ruggish. But shout out to everybody that came by: Josh Sauls, Ash and Luca, everybody. Again, JP Local, be careful down there in Australia. Carlos Fernandez, always a pleasure. And I assume, let me make this the first. I'm assuming that BitCloud is going to be doing a. So I also need to make sure I have a PCIe slot. Well, yeah, I do need to do that, don't I? Yeah, I need to look that up. So, but shout out to everybody that's here. Ice Queen Gaming, everybody came by, Antonio, everybody. So Z Black Rider, Social Joins, everybody. So guys, I'm going to get on off here, and I am going to make me a sandwich. So all right, talk to you later. And if BitCloud does RGT this evening, it'll be 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So follow him on Twitter because I'm not for sure if we're doing it or not. So I assume we are. Making an assumption. I assume we are. So, all right, then. You all take it easy. Y'all stay blessed and keep it gaming. And remember, play them or the terrorists win. Peace.